Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cole. I am not a clean makeup girly, so if you love bright, fun, colourful and sparkly makeup, you're in the right place. Today, I'm so excited. This is the new Frosted Fairy palette from Kaima Cosmetics. Today we're going to be trying this out. I'm really excited about the look I've got planned. Basically what I want to do is some like butterfly eyeliner, which I'm very excited about. So we're going to be playing with this. I am going to insert some swatches here. Now, if you have been a watcher of my channel for a while, you'll know I absolutely adored the last Kaima Cosmetics release, which was the Bougie Boudoir palette. So when this was shown, I literally bought it straight away. It's so gorgeous. This is so up my alley. I'm so excited to play with these shimmers. They look incredible. So today, like I said, we're going to do a butterfly look. This isn't something I've done before, so it could go horrifically wrong, but we will see. I'm going to start off with the Glisten Spectra pencil in white, and I'm going to use this to help me trace out the lines of where I want the butterfly wings to be. I have got a little reference picture. This is from Ashley Melissa MUA. On Instagram. I just kind of searched for butterfly makeup. So, like I said, we're going to start with the Glisten Spectra pencil. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's get into it. We're trying new things together today. Also, just a side note, we are going to ignore my little red nose. It's sunny in the UK and I failed in terms of putting my SPF on. Okay, so we're just going to use this to kind of sketch out the shape of the butterfly wings. So that when I put my eyeshadow down, I sort of know where I'm going with it. And we are kind of bring it down quite low. Now I've got to get them to match, which is always going to be fun. I absolutely love the Glisten Spectra pencils for this kind of stuff. They're super handy just to have to kind of sketch things out. Are they the same? No. Does this one look much better? Of course it does. Of course it does. We're also going to ignore the fact my lids are stained. I just filmed a palette bingo with the MUA Kaleidoscope Extra palette, so we're a little bit stained. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm semi-happy with how they look. Look a little bit different, but I do think it won't be as obvious. When I do the rest of the look, what I should have done is put my eyeshadow primer down first. Right, okay, where's the lid for this? Of course, we're going to do some Beauty Bay eye base. Okay, right. I don't even know where to start with this palette. It's just so bloody beautiful. I think I want to do like lilacs and greens. So I think we're going to start with the shade Luna. And I'm going to basically only use quite small brushes for this look, because I want to keep it kind of detailed. So we're going to start with the shade Luna, which is like the lilac in the palette. I'm going to start by just putting this in my inner corner. I do love a good lilac, and that is stunning. Like, I'm using the tiniest bit and it's so pigmented. Right, okay, we're going to stick with this tiny pencil brush, and we're now going to go into the shade Elsa? And we're going to put this one next to that lilac. And like I said, we're just taking it in small amounts of pigment. I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want this to be like super intense. I want to keep it kind of fairy-like as such. And then we're going to go back in with that shade Luna, just to make sure these two are nicely blended together. And then I want to use the shade Eden, which is this green here. Up to our fairy wings. And I am just going to ever so slightly kind of wing it up along the fairy wing. We're going to go over these with water activated liner, so this is just a guide to kind of where we're going to go, so I'm not bothered if this gets covered in eyeshadow or pigment or anything. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to take that same brush, I'm going to start with Luna. This time I'm really going to load it up with product, and we're just going to start kind of working some of that into various bits of the wings. So we're going to do a bit of lilac there. We're going to take a bit of the blue and do that next to that. I feel like this is going to look very messy until it kind of comes together. I am also going to take a little bit of the shimmer, one of the shimmers. We're going to take Angel, which is this one here, again on that same pencil brush, and I'm just taking this lightly. I don't want it too intense. I'm just going to pack it on all those colours, just so there's a little bit of sparkle on the wing. I don't even know if you'll be able to see that on camera, because it is quite subtle the way I'm packing it on like this, but it's just a little bit of sparkle in those wings. Okay, and then we're going to go back in with Eden, and we're going to kind of join this together with the upper lash line. I feel like this is very much trust the process. I really hope this turns out how I want it to. But right now I'm like Okay, right. For the lid, there is absolutely no way I am using a shade other than this one here. This is Aurora, and she is incredible. So I'm going to take that on my finger first off. Oh my god, look at that. That is, oh my god. That is so beautiful. It's like a million different colours. Okay, incredible. I would bathe in that. Like literally bathe in it. And then I'm just going to take a little silicone shimmer applicator just to do it in the inner corner. It's kind of like, it's like mainly a yellow gold, but it's like purple, it's green. That is absolutely incredible. Right, okay, now for the tricky bit. I'm going to take a selection of glisten brushes. Okay, to do the butterfly wings, we are going in with a number 8. This is Milk. And we're going to spray it with my Skindinavia spray. Okay, so I'm going to really load up my brush and then wipe off 90% of it. And then literally what we're going to do, follow. I'm pretty sure somebody is jet washing, which is just incredibly rude when I am trying to film. This top line here. Do I like the way that looks? Ew. I'm getting the vibe, just not the execution. Let's just keep going. Why the hell not? It's just makeup at the end of the day. We can wash it all. Right, okay. I've changed my mind. I don't like either of the wings. So we're going to wipe them off and start again. We are going to go back in with our Spectra pencil. I'm going to do them a little bit differently, I think. I think they were almost a bit clunky is how I would describe them. Right, okay, we are going to do what we did before. We're going to take our little brush and we're just going to fill in the wings. Right, okay, I'm actually going to try a smaller brush. This is a number 7.5 from Glisten. I think my issue the first time is I went too big. So we're gonna go a little smaller, see if I like this better. And I know some like YouTubers would like take that bit out and pretend it never happened, but not me. We are real here. Okay, so we've kind of done it like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to like split it off into sections, more like the reference photo that I showed you at the beginning. And sometimes to get those kind of perfect rounded corners, you know what I mean, rounded edges, sometimes I do go a little bit off piste, and then what I'll do is I'll take a bit of setting spray, spray it in the lid where there's no product. I'll just take my brush, and what I do is I then run this brush round and basically wipe any edges out, and then I take a white and I just clean it up. So the brush with the setting spray or whatever on, you can use micellar water, I just haven't got any here with me, allows me to get that very like strict edge, and then when I wipe it away there's no hassle. Like so, and it's just all nice and neat, and yeah, this is just the way I like to do it. Right, okie dokie. I do think I want to take a little bit of this pink shade called Blossom, and I want to just add this into a couple of the places and kind of make the lines a little more dimensional. So we're kind of popping this over some of the lines to give them a bit of texture. And just to add a little bit of that pink in, I think. Okay, and then we're going to wipe that brush off. We're going to take Eden. And again, just kind of work that into some of the lines. And make sure it's nice and intense on that outer corner as well, so it's not kind of getting lost. Right, let's do some face makeup. I'm going to start with my Supergoop Glow Screen, because this is both sheeny, beautiful, and hopefully will stop my nose burning any further. And this one cheek, I swear to God, I actually look like a crab stick. My legs, oh, there's like a bit of colour on my knees, a bit of colour down one of my legs, but nothing anywhere else. I really like this SPF. If you are in the market for like a glowy SPF, I would highly recommend it. I got the little one to try, but I will be picking up the big one once this one is done. Right, what do I want to do on my skin? I think we're going to go in with a little bit of Hollywood Flawless Filter on the cheeks. I think this may be my 25th use, which we love. I'm just going to blend that in with my foundation brush. Let's do Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydro Glow. Do 3 pumps. This is 1R02. Okay, and I'm still testing this one out. This is the Airbrush Vanish Concealer from Hourglass. Just going to pop a little bit of that under my eyes and on my red schnoz. And anyway, the redness from my sunburn is peeking through. Don't be like me, kids. Don't forget to put your SPF on, because you think you're only going outside for 10 minutes and then sit out there for 4 hours nattering. Okay, I'm just going to take a damp sponge over that because I put on too much of that concealer. So update, that concealer looks beautiful, just don't use too much of it. Much better. Now I've blended it out with my sponge. Right, before I go any further, I want to take Luna again. And I want to intensify this on the outer corner. So we're taking it on a fluffier brush. Lovely stuff. We're going to do a little touch of this Rimmel Lasting Finish powder, which is in my project pan. I'm going to use this really, not dense. What's the opposite of dense? Sparse brush from Real Techniques, which I've been really enjoying for powder. I think it's technically a highlighter brush, but I very much like it to kind of add some powder, but not a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to take my Too Faced. This is the Melting Sculpting Bronze Stick in Chocolate Mousse. I'm going to go quite kind of structured with this today. Oh, this stuff smells so freaking good. If you are a chocolate orange person and you like bronzer, that's the bronzer for you. Because it literally smells like chocolate oranges. And also it's beautiful. For bronzer, we're going to go glowy. This is Benefit Hoola Glow, which is just Hoola with a little bit of sheen to it. It's very, very pretty actually. Okay, and for blush, we're gonna do this. This is the Simi Haze Beauty Colour Glaze in Magnolia. I want something kind of ethereal. highlighter. I'm going to take the Rare Beauty highlighter in Mesmerize. We're just going to use this lightly. You right the eyebrows. Okay, Makeup by Mario Brow Blade. And a little bit of Kosas brow. Get some lash glue on these lashes. I think I actually seen it with all my makeup on, want to do a little bit of a darker shimmer on the outer corner. So we're going to go in with Ivy to kind of blend with the green we've got on the outer corner. Oh, she looks pretty. When I sent this to my friend, my YouTuber, the bestie, Millie, she was like, the Ivy shade is going to match your hair perfectly. And to be fair, she does. She does. So I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner and onto where the mint is. And I'm going to take the shade Angel, which is the kind of lilac-y shimmer, which is very like foiled. But I'm just going to press it over the wing just to put a little bit of shimmer over it. Okay, I think that's enough shimmer for now. Right, we're gonna let those lashes dry a bit longer. I think I want to do the blue under the eye. So we're going to take that matte blue called Elsa. And we're going to pop that under the eye. Okay, what do I want to do with my lip? I kind of want to do something bright. Let's go in with this, I think. This is Strawberry Shock from Lisa Eldridge. Is that too much? Possibly. Does it take away from the eyes? Definitely. Right, okay. In a corner time. In a corner time. One of my favorite times. Okay. I think I want to use Willow in the inner corner. Yes. I think that is an excellent plan, Nicole. and she is chunky. So, if I can find it. Okay, let's just brush away any fallout. I'm gonna put some full sleeve mascara on. And that is the finished look. This palette is absolutely beautiful. I love this look. I cannot wait to play with this more. There's so many of the shimmers, like I just want to put everywhere. Just like cover me in them. How beautiful. Oh, it's just too much. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to use this some more. I do hope you did enjoy this look. I know it's been a bit of a long one today, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Cole the Ball, and I'll see you next time. Bye.